My name is Ronald Walker. I am the managing director and founder of the Walker Group. We are a real estate investment firm that buys and sells real estate all over DFW. Magic the Gathering has been part of my life for about 2 years. I am a huge fan of fantasy. I've loved D&D. I've loved playing role-playing games. And as I was looking for props for my role-playing games, I always came across magic art. And so as I'm looking at the art, I was like, this stuff is incredible. And because I've also liked strategy games, I came across people playing it, and since then I got into it and I've loved it. So in Magic the Gathering, there's multiple formats. The formats in Magic are Standard, Modern, Legacy, and Vintage. They all are geared around the different time frames when the cards came available to play. Standard is what's called a rotating format, and so old cards continually rotate out to keep the newer cards in play to create different strategies within Standard, which are, aggro strategies, control, mid-range, and so they change from time to time with the new play sets as they come out. The basic essence of the game is you've got land, which are your mana, and your mana is the cost for each of your cards that you play. So as you are building your deck, and this is outside the game, when you're building your deck, you are trying to come up with cards that work well together to create some type of strategy. Whether it's you want to draw lots of cards and keep lots of cards in your hand, or you want to be able to play multiple cards by turn 3 and 4. There's things called card advantage where you have more cards than your opponent, or you're bouncing cards so you have additional card advantage on the table. When I build my decks, when I started building decks, I would just build my deck around the top 8 decks within the tournaments. I was playing Standard, I would go and find the best decks, and then I would just buy those cards and use those decks. Now what I like to do is I like to find a card, especially in other formats other than Standard. I like to find my favorite cards, for instance, Elspeth, the Sun Champion, and then I build a deck around that particular card. Things that work well, building up to using that card, how can I make sure my mana is correct, and then other cards that interact or support that particular card, and you build a deck around it. Best way to start, in my opinion, is one, have either a friend who's also interested in learning, or find a group that plays Magic regularly and start going and playing with them. The easiest way, because there's so much to learn in Magic, is to just get some of the starter decks or an already pre-constructed deck. If you can do that, you can get used to the different play styles, you can find out which cards you like. Because there's so much strategy in building a deck, it can be quite daunting to just get a bunch of booster packs and build a deck. A lot of people don't know how to do that and don't understand what it takes to build a deck that's cohesive. Don't get overwhelmed with the price of the cards. Don't get overwhelmed with the different strategies. Don't get caught up in all of the excitement of new decks that come out, because things that are popular tend to be more expensive in the realm of Magic. Find out what you like and then build decks around what you like. And if you can build them around what you like, just play with your friends.